19, icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Landry brushes him off. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Prescott off play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw again is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football. In good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Down back at the 31-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. This is Cannon. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will add on to their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off end zone at the 1-yard line.
Rams, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Nothing.
The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Cooks. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Rams, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Back at the 18-yard line.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Chicago.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
56. Gotta go. Get it out. Go. Check four.
Wilson's going to hold on to it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Landry now on the return. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bears 42, Rams nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the counter, this is Akers. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Taken down.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down and
looking deep for Adams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A gain of 32 that time. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
touchdown.
Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Throwing is Hurts. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out. Will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And Wilson's going to be intercepted 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
Marlon Mack in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears add on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's give them a shot.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
The Bears first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Run for Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
43-yard line.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has strong.
Walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
56, check 56. Jack 50, Jack 50. One left.
There's Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal. At the
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. The toss running left. Pollard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Bears 69. Rams
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Hurts. He dumps this off to Mack. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Complete to
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now here's Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Here's Pollard again, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Tony Pollard taking it in, and the Bears continue to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Enough Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's going to be taken down. They sack him. The final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Johnny Hekker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Getting Juju on the slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And then here's another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they will score out. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it's going to be second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around 31. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Going deep for Hopkins. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
Rams, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. On second down now, Akers. But he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run with Cannon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
45-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete to
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chicago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Prescott stripped.
Russell Wilson sacked on the one play. Recovered by the offense.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile for LA, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.